Well, it's winter and we're still in lockdown. I'm still alive, I think so anyway. And I've been all I've been doing is painting. It's been a bit of a wet and cold winter, very cold at times, dried up a bit for a while, but anyway, I've just been sitting in here painting. First painting, which I did at the beginning of December, that's just called Winter Fungi, and as you can see it is just fungi which just outside the other side of the road here, and everything else is just outside the other side of the road, the moss, the ivy, so I didn't have to go very far to find that. Okay. Second painting, field fair. What can I say about that? I was going to paint a snipe. I drew a snipe that just happened to fly past the window, and but then when I came to paint it, it just wasn't detailed enough, my drawing, and it didn't look right. So then I did this field fair, which there are hundreds of them around here. Until now, which is towards the end of February, and they all seem to have gone. There was a big flock of them the other day, all I think waiting to go, and now they've all gone. So here's the field fair, just a branch with some lichen on it, and a rotten piece of fungus, which I of course love to draw rotten pieces of fungus. Next one is, I've called it centipede. I think, let's have a look, what's it got in it? You can't really, nothing unusual in it really, except that it's one of those paintings I do where I sort of squidge around a bit of paint, and then whatever comes up I paint. The spider, I took a photograph of the spider back at the end of the summer, used that, and this is called centipede. This is the head of a centipede which I photographed when we were in Japan, and they're kind of biting, they have these biting centipedes. I suppose they're about this big, and I photographed them. There were hundreds of them, so it wasn't hard to get them. This is just made up, and this one here I've used a friend of mine's photograph of herself in this picture here, which I asked her if I could do. Then I used her photograph of herself again. I've called it Alice Rabbits. I've decided it's a kind of Alice in Wonderland picture, and so she's a Facebook friend, and I love this photo she's taken of herself, and I use that. I mean, it's more or less, the photograph of her is more or less painted it more or less as the photograph she took. Okay, that one. Next one, clouds over Orange Moor. I started off with what do they call it? Painted it in grey, Payne's grey and white. I just big brush strokes and stuff like that. And then this is a scene of Orange Moor with a couple of snipe here, and then just trees, and that's a bit of a fungus. Trees with people, sort of bodies and things in them, just imagination stuff. So I did that one as well. So this one is, let's have a look, yeah, 21. So I've been going for it this winter. Then this one, a little one, as you can see, called echidna, which is it's just from the imagination. And the echidna is there. The echidna in question is there. Bodies, skulls, all that kind of stuff. A snake there in the background. Then this one called Mermaids. It was going to be sort of just mermaids, and then I put in bits of crayfish and cuttlefish, and then nautilus. I love nautiluses, and most of the kind of reference pictures for these guys I got off the internet. There's a fish up there and a fish down there. There's also bladderwort and bits and pieces. Sea louse is it, I think, there, something like that, but it's all a bit vague. And anyway, that's called Mermaids. So this one's called Titania, and I started off with this. It's dried up now, but I found this dry. It was a dried up piece of fungus I found, and I used that, but now it's really dry and brittle. So, and that's what this bit here is. So I painted that first, and then I decided to, I can't remember when I decided it was going to be Midsummer Night's Dream, and then I started painting. I painted Titania, and then there's Bottom there with a donkey's head, another fairy, I can't remember, that's another fairy I think there, and then Pan, which I've given the head of a hartebeest. Took a long time to work him out actually, because the head looked wrong, but I really thought the idea of having a hartebeest as the head of Pan would be good. And then I've just got loads of stuff, you know, barn owl, I can't remember what hawk moth that is. That's a yellow underwing, partridge there, mole, fox, that's a pipistrelle bat, tawny owl, another moth, and a few flowers that are around. Yeah, most of it is, well, it's all made up really. And this is the kind of trees and that we get over in the wood here, which I kept when I drew them when it was winter, but of course it's Midsummer's Night's Dream, so I had to put in vaguely put in leaves and put in a few flowers to show that it was a midsummer. And this is the last one I've done. It's called it's a self-portrait with dead chaffinch, and I've just finished this recently. And okay, and so that's me, of course. Me looking in the mirror. I discovered years ago that actually it didn't really matter if you didn't get the perspective right. I mean, I've done portraits before where one side of the glasses are bigger than the other, but this time I measured them all up to make sure that it was right. Looked in the mirror, and then when I finished it, you look in the mirror and I realised that actually I've made my face too narrow. I should have been able to put a bit more of my ears in there. And then Jane found this dead chaffinch up the road or somewhere, I can't remember where she got it from, brought it in, and that's this dead chaffinch here. And I just thought it looked good if I painted it on. I didn't actually put it on the head, of course. I painted it as if, and then I put these couple of little characters down here. This is a little toy I've had for years. Which I've had for years. I hand painted it. It was from probably cornflakes or something like that. I had no idea what it's a character of, but I've had it for years, and I painted him like that with a red beard and all that. And then I just put in a mouse with you know, bandito. What do you call them? You know, Lone Ranger type thing. A mask over his face. I don't know why I put that in. I just thought it needed something alive, and I don't look particularly alive there. I look like a miserable old sod. Anyway, that's what I've done so far. I'm working on another painting at the moment, but who knows if it's going to go very well or no. Maybe I'll post it when I've finished it, if I like it.